Внезапно трансляция упала. Ладно, бывает.
Stage private executions!
Sir, once more I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you! I'll find my quarters by myself! Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Please excuse him. He's been through a lot, as I'm sure you understand.
It is understandable, of course. I was just hoping that our relationship would be a bit warmer after that, regrettable misunderstanding. Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and
Вещи-то мои где?
incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost. The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Да,
All too well,
не то
thanks.
слово.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll
Спасибо.
find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord,
Good doggy.
to ensure
Good
you're not
boy.
mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you, or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
So, Master Chamberlain, are you feeling better?
I don't want to hex it, but I'm a lot better. I even managed to finally lie down and close my eyes for a while.
That's good. It's a sign that your humours are back in balance. But you have to keep taking the medicine, otherwise you risk another collapse.
I'll be careful, thank you. And here's a small token of my gratitude.
Is there any work around the castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demons.
Demons?
Quiet! I don't want to cause a panic, but yes, unfortunately. Once again, devils are
Текст
wreaking
артиста.
havoc at Trusky.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know any other kind? I'm preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Berghoff at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it? You and that friend of yours have a lot to make up for.
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage of the chaos and sent his hellspawn here. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. It's no wonder it's so close to hell. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time, and I want you to improve your standing with me and help me out.
How many do you think there are?
A lot. Certainly more than there are sinners in the region. Expect at least 10 beasts for every soul.
That's some army. And I've never seen a real demon before. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The
Мне
good
нужен
news
дробовик.
is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the Maiden Tower.
А вы шо?
Lord von Berghoff has my admiration then. How long did they fight? And what kind of armor was Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von Berghoff sustain any injuries?
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest and an apothecary.
We've always used either holy water or magic water from the apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
I reckon the holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the
Нифига.
demons attack you,
Вода
just run
тропских
away.
чертей.
But don't make too much of a ruckus, or you cause a panic. Be with you.
Это мне подарок? Твою мать, все одевать заново. Так, ладно, это вроде была боевая. Так, а почему бригантина имеет лучше внезапно, чем панцирь? Ну ладно. Хм. Надень мягкую защиту для ног. Так надел. Такой мягкий план уже. О, да-да-да. Хорошо. И арбалет. О. Так, вроде это одел. Так, тут у нас на красавчика. Факел, кинжал. Так, приталенная куртка. Придворные башмаки. С подвеской. И кольцо. Ну, вроде так. Пытался. Ну, вроде бы так. Уф, дает.
here. Well, look at me. Over here like a fool.
Приступаем.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Nothing. That's why I came to you.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling you now.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace below the Crone, over by the outer wall? Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it.
Farewell, sir.
Хорошо.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
Oh, that sounds terrible. The Chamberlain wants this resolved as soon as possible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and the maids start threatening to find work elsewhere. I hear the castle has always been connected to hell, but nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the Crone.
All right. But what am I supposed to do about them? I heard I'm supposed to pour some kind of special water.
But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the Crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star, a pentagram.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
The devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. Farewell, my friend.
Ладно.
What can I do for you?
Мне еще с писарем надо поговорить.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. They go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he pricked you in the forehead with his horns. I'm sure they're demons. They're jealous of the prosperity and peace Lord von Berghoff has brought us these last few years.
If you say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
Manietta told me the demons are coming from this side of the castle, from below the crone.
My God, the poor
Ее
girl must be under
узнавали.
their spell. And I was so fond of her.
Let me guess. I'll have to find and sprinkle 5 fireplaces.
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir. And every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly...
And one more thing to take to heart. But most of all, don't care. I
Тоже говорит
apologize.
ночью. Так, это-то ладно. А где писарь? Вот он. По карте нашел таки.
I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again? Is anyone
Yes.
sprinkling yet?
Me.
That's the only thing that works.
What do you think of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Caesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil, as the enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to seduce the soul onto the road to hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
Серьезно?
Like a hairy terror with
Нет,
hooves,
не могу.
horns, and big nasty teeth.
Like something out of the Codex Gigas.
Рука не
Anything
поднялась.
else?
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Burgov?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
What does the Royal Chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain, subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the
Praga
heart of the
caput.
kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep
Его
track.
отслеживать.
But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Burgov free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand. But could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both King's father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Bergov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Berkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Уху.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg,
Многовато
and our
Имберджиков.
Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sahanish of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy, it's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested?
Tell me some news from the world.
I'll tell you some interesting.
Спасибо. Стой, стой, стой. Куда ты?
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
I'll have a talk with Nickvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha the cook, Regina the maid, and Hirsch the hand.
I reckon those aren't the only 3 people that know him.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkhoff's arrival...
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you've...
I won't
Пойду
keep you any...
выяснять. А есть тут что почитать на халяву?
Damn it.
Дверьку закроем. Быстро писарь вернулся. Так. Кухарка, служанка, конюх. Это какая из служанок?
I expect their reasons for selling it are hard to ignore. Seaburg is an old and difficult castle to reach. The trail is poorly guarded in some areas, and the funds to build a new castle would be hard to find.
Yes, that is true.
Так, эта кухарка не говорит.
Bertha, instead of devils, I need your help now with Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Did he say where he was headed?
I can't say. I promised Lord...
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Listen, Bertha. I truly respect your honesty. I'm in the service of a nobleman myself, and I know what's expected of us in cases like these, whether it's Nickvard's illness or political machinations over the fate of our kingdom. Both carry equal weight when spoken about behind closed doors, I'd say. I stand by my principles in matters like that.
Lord Libac's troubles can hardly compare to what you're talking about. It's really quite a trifle in comparison.
So you'll tell me then?
Well,
Развел.
it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Nickvard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time...
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire... It happens to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never... I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
Похоже, много богатеньких книжкой лежит.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
Так, а конюх
God be with you.
был вон там.
Peace, and we'll stay friends.
Не поздоровался. Обидно.
Greetings.
I'm here for some horse tack.
Well, you got out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, so kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. To my friend.
Да, селедка получше, но я оставлю со своей. Там говорят, она прокачивается.
I took a look at herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
Не.
Look, about. It's not a bad plan, but I'd rather not get mixed up in anything like that.
Pity. But I know what you mean. No hard feelings. You know how to ride and control.
Well, I know the base.
That's why. The first thing is, actually, once you he won't an horse, a trough.
All right.
And of course, the horse needs good kit.
Не
I'm
зря
prepared. Mistakes
прокачался.
don't go. You can tack him up yourself.
Sure. Thanks.
Farewell.
Принарядили.
Here you go. Take it.
Что-то я давно не прокачивался, надо бы прокачаться. Ху-ху-ху-ху. Каждый уровень живучести повышает настройство на 1, эффект действует и за одним числом. Крепкий телом. С увеличением силы твоя грузоподъемность растет быстрее за каждый уровень силы. Ты будешь получать 12 очков, а не 10. Вот сюда. Живучесть. Равенант. Твое здоровье постепенно восстанавливается до 50 действий, прокачивается, пока ты сражаешься или истекаешь кровью. Римбонту падает здоровье ниже 25, твоя сила ловкости время повышается на 3. Твоя энергия будет медленно восполняться, пока ты занимаешься алхимией, заточкой, кузнечным делом или играешь в кости. То есть слишком хорошая штука для начала игры. Последняя попытка. Когда торговец теряет терпение, он не сразу отменяет сделку, даст тебе последний шанс предложить справедливую цену. Грозный воин. Из-за боевых ключ во время поединка ты не только сам себя подбодришь, но и противника устрашишь. В итоге боевой дух врагов снизится, и они сдадутся, разбегутся, в общем, им будет куда труднее биться с тобой. Давай, грозный воин. Пьяный дурак. Коль такое у тебя мелкое преступление подпишешь в состоянии совершишь, попробуй оправдаться, сославшись на пьянство. Сбегай скачем, пока ты на позитивной фазе опьянения, ты получаешь бонус до плюс 4 к навыку боя без оружия. О, пьяный мастер, да? Простите. Так, вино или пиво повысит здоровье. На 5 крепкие напитки исцелят от отравления. Хорошая штука. Ладно, давай. Перезолото 95% медленнее. Это хорошо. Когда твоей лошади уже кончается выносливость, ты можешь подстегнуть ее с помощью левого шифта, тем самым добавить еще немного сил. Для повторного использования умений придется подождать 120 секунд. Обновление репутации после покойного паломничества будет эффективнее. Усиление первого уровня этого умения продлевает длится 24 игровых часа. А что за теология? Молиться у часовен, точно. Карта раскрывается целиком, показывает все поселения, точки быстрых переходов, охотничьи угодья, пещеры и прочие любопытные места. Блять, сюда! Заметно. Если твои доспехи не слишком тяжелые, ты можешь разные финты проворачивать, сбивать противника с толку. Навык ведения боя повышается на 3. Коли жахнешь дальнобойным оружием по тому, кто не догадывается о том присутствии, жертва получит штраф боевым навыком. Сюда. Если ты сражаешься одним оружием, твои атаки наносят 10% больше урона. Поножовщина. Может быть, законное. Если тебя разыскивают до преступления, твоя сила навык ведения боя повышается на плюс 3. Не шумим отмычкой. Нормально. В смысле, блядь, у хижин, в хижине травницы Бажены есть быстрое перемещение? Почему его никогда не было? Я же там все обходил, облазил, облизал буквально. М. Полезный навык, полезный.
Greetings to you.
Так, нужник возле ристалища.
So, how did you end up at Trotsky?
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard and a swordmaster for the local castle garrison. I reckon he
Опаньки.
sensed he was in danger. And he was right. A band of scoundrels was lying in wait for us on the road, and they nearly got us.
How was your company ambushed? What happened exactly?
It was well planned, I must admit. They nearly got us.
And what went wrong for them?
Hard to say. Maybe we were just lucky, and God was watching over us.
That's all there was to it.
If you really want to know what I think, the idiots lacked discipline. They rushed it.
What do you mean?
It might have come down to a single fool's mistake. I don't know. But if they just waited a bit longer, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Like I say, I thank the Virgin Mary and all the saints for watching over us.
Why do they call you Black Bartosz?
It's just a nickname, of course, because of my, black hair. Every swordsman has a nickname, you know? Once you win a few tournaments, they give you one.
So you're really a highborn knight?
Indeed. I'm Bartoszek of Drahonitz. My father served Emperor Charles his entire life.
Oh, sorry. I suppose I should call you Sir.
No, there's no need for formalities. Titles are worthless. A man should earn a name for himself. It's not enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
You must have been honored when the Royal Chamberlain chose you as his bodyguard. How did you meet?
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison in Prague's royal castle, where von Burgo was a frequent guest.
I see. But what brought you to his attention? You have good connections, I suppose.
Depends what you mean. I'd recently won 2 big tournaments, so I was invited to a splendid banquet. It was there Sir Otto offered me a position at his castle. I'd heard of Trotsky, of course, but I was still astonished when I saw it with my own eyes. Sir Otto spared no expense to build a truly mighty fortress.
Sorry, but we're about the same age, and I'd never have guessed you're a swordmaster.
We each have our own path, it seems. I even studied at university, while I could still afford it.
What? You're a man of letters as well?
I wouldn't go that far. I dabble in poetry a bit, that's all. I may come from a noble family, but we're not renowned or rich, and studying costs a fortune, and I didn't have one, so I had to do what I do best.
You became a mercenary.
That's right. I spent more time fighting than studying at university, and I came out of it alive. So I reckoned that's where my talent lies.
Where did you learn to fight, Bartosz?
I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it. I travelled a lot and was taught by several masters.
I'd like to see the world too. But I haven't even made it to Prague yet.
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you learn from true masters, you'll never become a master yourself. Fortunately, these days there are plenty of swordsmen in Prague who will train you for coin.
I hope to make it to our royal city someday soon.
If you do, go and see Master Lamprecht and give him my regards. He's a man of honor and a peerless master of the longsword.
I'd like to learn a new...
Certainly. As you can probably figure, I like the longsword because it's beautiful, and our grandfathers didn't use them, but today in Prague, everyone is tripping over themselves, so I'll be happy to show you how to handle...
That's how...
As you wish. The first thing is to realize a sword has 2 blades. These are exact... Now come and try it if you... Well...
I'd like to learn...
Why not? I like a long... Such a... Would you like... All right, attack. Oh, now come... Good.
Can we fight?
As you wish.
Nah, I don't want wooden.
How many opponents do you want?
One is plenty.
Are you ready?
Christ, I'm hit! What the fuck was that?
Я не одет.
Fuck that!
Got you.
All right.
You've got...
Охуенно, спасибо. Кто ж знал, что меня сразу на бой телепортируют?
I'd like to learn.
Why not? I can show you. It's not... Gladly. You if now come and...
В итоге я голым с ним, блин, дрался.
Good.
Естественно, из 2 ударов отъехал.
I'd like to learn it.
Certain. If you are not... I was... But of course... First, it won't now come... Well...
I see you've got.
I'd love to. Wait a mo. I may have... The guards found something on this one thief they caught. Some sort of map. They wanted to go looking for it. But I took...
Why don't you look for the?
I'm new here. I don't know the lay of the land. I'm glad I made it out alive when Lord Von...
Логично.
I'll gladly.
Let's get to it.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Кройки нет.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Let it be. Let it be.
Here. Like this. Damn, what's this?
Лодки нет. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Well, you're not afraid of anything. All right, that'll do. That'll do me. Roll. If I was you, I'd take it. Damn, what's this?
Опять четверки нет. Там чопает мне прямо в ухо. Так. Четверка есть, но уже, но не в том сете.
Here. It's yours.
Нам достаточно 200 выролить. Это не 200.
Damn it, I'm so... Saka!
Here, take it.
СТБ. Карта пойманного вора. Сучадол. Неизвестный сучадол. Так, где у вас тут нужник? С тобой не надо. Вот он где. Книжку не видать. Чё?
Privies for the guards. Did he make a mistake? Or was he just messing with me?
Так, у меня есть какое-нибудь зелье?
Greetings to you.
Show me.
Рыцарь. Подков, рыцарского меча, ядрить цен, конечно.
Let's talk about the...
All right. Aye, thank you, sir. And come again.
Show me your ware. I'd like to discuss...
Well,
Satisfied?
that sounds fine. Glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Ah, you must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad. I realized as soon as you left.
So where should I start looking?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos, and I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the staircase. It must be the devil.
All right then.
Давно издевается. Там тачек просто вокруг меня перемещается. Где конюх, ёпрст это?
Praise the Lord.
Лучше. Нифига тут скелет. Кого-то забыли.
You can't be here. Halt!
Почему?
I'm coming! Well,
I surrender.
what'll it be? You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole.
How dare you accuse me like that? Do you have any idea?
Oh, I apologize, my lord.
Я пан. Я просто заблудился. Найти чертей подсказки кузнеца. Арсенал. Ладно, чертежи мы позаимствуем и наборы. Помет чертей. В смысле, ёканый бабай. И Генри никак это не... Никак это не прокомментировал. Странно. Обычный уголь. Выше, выше. Ладно, выше.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Выше. Еще выше. Ладно.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
У меня по всем нужникам пройтись.
Welcome, sir.
О,
Do you know where I
служанку
can
нашел.
find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But he thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And
Ну вот. Теперь мне еще надо конюха где-то найти.
I apologize.
Учись лабиринт. И опять отправил меня в
The
нужник.
place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's quarters. It's between the palace below the crone and the...
I swear,
Of course, I wouldn't dare threaten the...
if there's nothing there...
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my...
There are times that...
Это снова будет нужник.
I should get going.
Выше. Выше. Вот он.
I'm just making a fool of myself. Blacksmith?
Let me guess.
Бля,
You didn't
довольный
find any
такой.
demons?
I'm done looking for them.
Ой,
There's
счастливая
no
рожа
need to
такая, не
anyway.
могу.
You made so much noise, the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think, I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all! Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
A great life lesson. Really.
Эх.
What would you like?
Show me your...
Nothing to your liking, sir? Oh, excuse me.
И у меня лежат ремонтные наборы. Не книги. Не материалы. Иное. Да, вот оно. Кодировка поломалась. Броник прокачался. Ремесло. Восстанавливающиеся сапоги будешь расходовать при смертельном 50% нашей выносливости, бежать дольше и дальше. Там восстанавливающиеся типа, который сам подчинил. Да. Так, где конюх тогда, блин? Если это батрак.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
Паденщик, паденщик, паденщик. Где? Конюх Герш. Конюх. Конюх Герш. Где ты, скотина? Естественно, я не могу его найти.
Good to see you.
Он не здесь. Потому что вот эта вот зона тоже считается.
Lord be with you. I'm looking for Nickvard.
Нифига он не конюх.
About him. Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libak. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing. Hmm? What do you mean, forgot? Nick Libak, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle. I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do. No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy. What are you blathering about? Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto. But fear not, I know how to sniff them out. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
Нет.
I'm not. Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say.
That's why you have to be vetted to see if you're the side that Nickvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses.
Tell me what you want from me.
A sword.
Sword? Hmm? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should forge one, buy one, maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day.
Steal a sword?
Not a spy who wants to help my servant. Once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's.
I'll gladly give you...
Only spy. Unless you had... Then I'd...
Ебать, сколько?
I'm not going to pay you that much.
You want to hang on to your spy earning.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me. Deeds talk louder than...
I'll think of a way to convince...
И вот именно тогда, когда я недавно продал меч свой.
About Nick...
Got that...
You wanted a...
I don't want an invis...
I'll think of a way...
Ладно, скрафтим для себя.
Kurva. Burning it. Well, this one's gonna need some more work.
Качество. Ну ладно. Качество Индра? Офигеть.
Folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before...
Внезапно. Или, может быть, палаш нельзя было скрафтить 4 уровня?
About Nick, got that sword yet?
You wanted a sword?
Ули.
I don't want an
длинный.
invisible sword.
I'll think of a...
Длинный меч. А это короткий.
Oh, I'll see you later.
Вообще крестьянам оружие не положено. Меч ему еще длинный.
This'll take a bit longer. It's completely cold.
I went past your garden the other day and that dog was going mad, barking and growling at me. Like,
It'll be done in no time.
he never used to be like that.
I know. Sorry. He's getting old, losing his wits. He's half blind, as good as deaf. And when he takes pride in you, he bites your hand off.
Are you serious?
When he was little, he fit inside my hat. He was such a cute puppy. We'll miss him when he's gone.
You should get another puppy. Everyone needs something to cheer them on.
Тоже Индра качество.
See you around.
God be with you, neighbor.
Is
it really decent for... Greetings.
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Did they bother you?
They did a few days ago. I was in the chapel, deep in prayer. Fuck me. Swear an oath of allegiance.
My God.
I laughed in the face. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared.
But anyway, like, if they dare try that even on a man of faith... No?
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not... Now take up your task. May the Lord guide...
I'd like to look...
What is this?
I'd like to hear...
Fine.
You silly doggy.
Мать. Батрак. Куда ты делся? Плотник, не спи, замерзнешь. Сорян, сорян, сорян.
Are you starting to regret coming?
How long have you...
Why'd you...
I don't know.
He's served.
I feel a luck...
What game we...
I actually don't...
На такую сумму я не играю.
Greetings. Would you like to play...
What game?
Ну, еще хуже.
I actually don't want to play.
Займемся тогда пока святой водой. Из-под. Насколько это интересно из-под.
They won't be getting past this.
Ага. Говоря про очаг, они действительно имели в виду очаг.
Back to hell with you.
Is this how they clean floors around here now?
Ну, это очаг.
You drop something.
Очаг, но не очаг. Так, у
Excuse
меня
me.
горит очаг.
That should do it.
Найти еще 2. Хм.
Back to hell with you.
Еще один. Грёбаный лабиринт.
Little more here.
Последний. Работа для ведьмака. Он мне дверь
God be
вечно
with you.
закрывает.
Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
Вот дна. Так, здесь может быть сложнее.
I hope I'm doing this right.
Fucking job.
You
can't be here. Surrender at once.
Да ты заебал.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
You can't say you'll pay. How dare you have any... Oh,
Видишь, я занят по важному поручению. Так, чека не видать. Приготовить? Мясо деликатес. О. Нашел позволение. О, нашел.
Don't show yourself here again. That should do it.
Ебаный лабиринт. В принципе, эти квесты как раз и рассчитаны на то, чтобы ты более-менее начал ориентироваться. Но, блин. Типа за один считается. Товарищ Отто, извините меня, почему сюда пустили? Ладно, спасибо, что меня сюда пустили. В башне последней не оказалось. Где я, блин, одну пропустил? О, шибись. О, шляется с факелом, блин, по всему дому, а вот так вот. Им долго.
Look what I have for you.
Excuse me.
Greeting. What bring... About... Got that...
You wanted...
I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for...
What about Nickvar?
Nickvar asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle. And I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone would. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran...
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he's still... I'll be going into war soon.
I'll tell him.
Обронил где-то за стенами замка. Замечательно.
Didn't even rob it.
Сперва про бесов.
Excuse me.
А потом к писарю.
I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I've still got chills down my spine thinking about those screams.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he? He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Trotsky Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff, Lord of Billin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto, but even so, the demons should leave you alone. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward. God be with you.
Это плохо. О, писарь, стой.
About that lost alchemy book.
Please tell me you found it.
Not yet, but I searched for Nickvard, and I have some clues.
Tell me what you've learnt, then.
It looks like Nickvard brewed some sort of potion from the book. He told Regina it would restore his youth, but the potion didn't sit well with him. He must have spent a lot of time on the privy at the training grounds below the Crone. Bertha brewed a digestive potion for him, but it didn't work. When he wasn't shitting or writing notes to servants, he asked Hirsch to bring him something from beyond the castle walls. He lost something there, and then he vanished without a trace.
What do you think about it?
Разговорились и убили его. Никвард призрак прекрасно. Книга упала в нужник.
You said that Nick Vard had a habit of carrying books everywhere with him. If that was the case with the alchemy one, it's possible it fell down the latrine while he was shitting by the training ground. And now it's lying somewhere on the cliffs beyond Trotsky.
That actually sounds quite likely to me. Let's pray he didn't use it to wipe himself. Go there and look. Perhaps you'll find the book, and...
Прекрасно.
Careful!
Ну, я туда ходил, его там не было.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
Как нету? А, может быть, он... Я не подумал. Он, наверное, на той стороне пытается книгу достать. Мне скоро надо будет на коне тут бегать.
Greetings to you. Stop that whistling! You're behaving like a child. You think I'll learn now?
Где тут у вас сральный?
Come here. You must be Nick Vard, eh? Poor wretch.
Ой-ой-ой.
How many
Книга.
more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn crazy?
И что будет, если я тело отнесу? Могу положить тело на коня. Я не могу положить тело на коня. Могу. Нет, не могу. Ладно, следственный эксперимент. Хотя бы как стража отреагирует.
Eh? Leave that body alone right now and surrender.
Calm down. I surrender.
Are you out of your mind? What did you want to do with that body? No, shut up! You have no respect once we get that dealt with.
Хуя себе.
How dare... Oh,
Я тут принес тело благородного, а вы вот так? Ну ладно, сами его будете тащить.
Quick. Quick.
Что ж, не продумано. Жалко.
Go. Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Why are you dragging your heels, Henry? Mount up and let's go.
Это на 2. Если стражник решил тебя арестовать за преступление, ты можешь использовать свою ученость в проверке навыков, попытаться истолковать закон в свою пользу и избежать наказания. Прекрасно. Эй, блин.
Good day.
Где писарь шляется?
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
I'll just get the corner over here.
Подожду его в кабинете. Вечно норовит куда-то исчезнуть.
I came to tell you I managed to find Nickvard.
Where did that madman wander off to this time?
He's dead. I found him lying below the privy outside Trotsky Castle. Poisoned, exhausted, or both. Hard to say.
My God! Nick, you fool! Did you report it to the Chamberlain?
Not yet.
Once I get over it, I'll go to him. But if you were faster, I'd be grateful. So Nickvard isn't left lying there. What about that book?
About that book?
You know what? I couldn't care less about that blasted book. That cursed tome. I'll actually be glad if I never get my hands on it. Forgive me.
Внезапный поворот, конечно, событий. Так вот, пошел почитать сортир и провалился нахрен.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Careful.
Greetings.
Does the name Nickvard Libak ring a bell?
Yes, but I haven't seen him for a long time. What about him?
Nickvard is lying dead outside Trotsky Castle walls, where the guardhouse privies are. He apparently overestimated his strength while, on his little excursion.
Are you serious? My God. I'll send someone there immediately.
Так вот.
I'm sorry.
Ну, вроде бы все сделали, что хотели. Только с этим надо подраться.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. Let's fight.
As you wish.
Nah, I don't want...
How many opponents?
You'll be in...
If you say so.
Fuck yourself. You can't stand up to this. Right between the eyes.
Хьюстон, блядь.
You won't get me. What the? Tufo. Fuck me. Between the eyes.
Слишком много хп вначале потерял.
Let's fight.
What would you prefer?
I want real...
How many opponents?
You'll be in...
If you say...
Fucking hell. Fuck that. Fuck me. Get me. Take that. What the
I surrender. But don't let it go to your head. I'll even the score next time.
We'll see about that.
I'm done for today. I reckon I'll be bloody sore tomorrow.
Победа. Пришло время повыполнять сайд-квестики.
What do you want? You look terrible.
This place used to be a quarry.
Нормально выгляжу.
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Of course it was a bloody quarry. This is where the stone for the entire castle was mined. Once the castle was completed, the mining stopped. But that was a long time ago. There's nothing left of those days. Just that old loony who keeps getting in our way.
When did they start building Trotsky?
Oh, I was but a babe when they started building the castle. The land still belonged to Sir Vincent of Wartenberg.
What loony were you talking about?
Well, I heard he was a stonemason at the quarry. The rumour around the village is he and his friends saved their pay for God knows what, but something went wrong. The one who knew where the coin was hidden fell off the top of the quarry and was dead on the spot. Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in a nearby dilapidated shack and coming here every day to look for the silver. He's gone completely insane. Batty old fool. You can't even reason with him.
I'd like to compete at archery.
Your first time, eh? I don't remember your face from any previous contests. What's it to be? Longbow?
Maybe...
All right, I'll get everything ready and come back when you're ready.
I'm Henry.
What's it to you? Look here.
Actually...
All right then.
I'd like to...
What's it to be?
Bow.
All right. Of course, it's tougher against...
Well...
Fine. Of course.
Hang on. Yeah, here.
Wait a while. Attention! Now! Right in the bullseye. You might as well just give up. Bullseye. Well, it'll have to do. I'm all thumbs today. Well, it'll have to do. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Here, got. I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate. I'm all thumbs today. That's how it's done. You might as well just give up. Bullseye. Pretty so-so. 2 points. Not great, not terrible. Here, got. I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate. I'm all thumbs today. That's how it's done.
Yeah.
I won!
Я думал, я... Где там мое зелье стрелка?
Greetings.
I'd like to...
What's it to...
Bow.
All right. Of course.
Well...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while. Attention! And we're off!
Smack bang in the middle.
Hey, that wasn't so shabby.
Shooting like Apollo himself today.
That's 5 points.
Right in the bullseye.
Shot!
Shooting like Apollo himself today.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Smack bang in the middle.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Shot!
That's 5 points.
Right in the bullseye.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Right in the bullseye.
Нихуя, командир стражи там.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to...
What's it?
Maybe...
Oh, of course.
Well...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while. Archers, get set.
Меня переместили.
Go! Hey, that wasn't
Right
so
in the
shabby.
bullseye.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. That's how it's done. You might as well just give up. Bullseye. Pretty so-so. You might as well just give up. Bullseye. Yeah, God. I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate. I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Yeah, God. I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate. I'm all thumbs today. A measly 2 points again. Hey, that wasn't so shabby. Smack bag in the middle. Another decent shot. Nice. Few folks are such a good shot. You deserve every last groschen.
Possible.
Thank you.
What's that you got?
Место. Ну да ладно. Битый дудочник. Любопытно.
Quick!
God! God!
Go!
Oh, God. He looks terrible. Why does he have a flute in his ear? But they didn't take anything from him.
Какой-то мем. Действительно просто убитый дудочник. До продажи.
Was möchtest du?
I'll have a look at the...
Я, похоже, меч свой затупил.
I'd like to discuss... What would you say?
That's quite a... Sehr gut. I kenne gut. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Кстати... Карта пойманного вора. Это, в общем, вот здесь. Но нам туда пока и не надо. Хочу во вражеский лагерь сходить. Кстати, сколько у меня шнапса-то? Вот маловато. Лошадка, прыгай.
Go!
Разбойник.
We're under attack. What? Everyone here. We've got.
Остался.
Now you fucked up.
Это просто ветер.
Who did this?
Рыцарский стелс. А топор подними.
What the?
Kurva! Intruder! Get... You fucked up now, asshole! Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Да, он был неплох.
I've been waiting for you. Show your stuff.
Оба-на.
I surrender! I surrender!
I'm not gonna just let you leave.
I surrender!
Give me everything you have.
All right.
Внезапно их было несколько. Украсть еду. В смысле это не украсть еду? Я победил всех в этом лагере, теперь это еда трофейная. Это действительно вполне себе сокровище. Как говорится, не зря сходил. Кто-то бросил коня. Пристрелить не поднялась рука.
Lacho dziwes, Gajo. Katarko, what's up?
I bought a lovely used bowl the other day.
Já vezbach co rody. Mi tu davel
What a
bach,
waste of
esas
money.
tipen.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly. When the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye. Was it? Hail.
Was machst du?
What do you...
Так. Пум. 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 Часть факелов тоже забери. Надо? Буду столько одежды залитой кровью. А лучше тебе не знать.
Word about the price. Here.
Shane and Dunk. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
It happens. Just watch where you're going. Sarnila poslanki. Lačo dive. Kame zvare so.
Would you... Word about the...
Aye. Thank you and come again, sir.
What do you need?
Show me your... I'd like to do something...
Wow. I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Да. Не до стрельбы сейчас.
Grüß dich.
Show me your... Word about the...
Oi, danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Quick!
Волокло туманом. Всё.
Go!
Забыл, что надо теперь всегда этот покупать.
Whoa!
Напсик.
Quick! Ja! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Greetings. What do you need?
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then, if it's really what you want. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you... And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up.
Well...
First you talk, come back.
Apodi.
Do you live here all alone?
Драться.
In a wilderness?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone.
I understand.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come to get ointments or but greeting neighbors and listening to... It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw... No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still locked...
Where exactly did you come?
In the rocks.
Why did you...
Let me guess.
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalists I know are women.
My grandmother taught me everything. She used to take me with what it's called, and in the evening...
You memorized everything?
Why?
Isn't it...
Maybe for me, but I've... Well...
But people...
What else can... The only... I'll have a look.
Неплохо. О. Напсику сюда.
I'd like to do something...
Well... Finally! As you're doing business.
So?
Fine. Let's go over there. So you... Ha! 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 Fucking hell! Don't slow down. We just got... I'm too old for this shit. Fuck!
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least.
Да мне
Or I
нет
can
ран.
show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend.
Бухать.
Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a load?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people come, and once...
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting, if they're polite. Times are... You might... What would they
Это
do?
было уже.
Unless...
What would you do if someone like that came to you?
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a dagger in the... But when I just think about that scum going off and killing someone the next day, it sends chills down my spine.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskowitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name. But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put 2 and 2 together.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you,
Такому опасно
you beat them all
проигрывать.
up, right? Or are those just rumors?
Как
No, it's true.
мало что сделают, пока ты
I'm
без
not
сознания
proud of it,
валяешься.
but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't think you did anything wrong to anyone.
I reckon you're the only one around here who thinks that. The locals think the worst of me. They don't even try to hide it. But as soon as they have a cut or an itch, they come running for help.
And you're more than happy to help them. Doesn't their behavior bother you?
It does. But at least they don't threaten to burn my hut down, which makes a pleasant change.
Лук.
You said you could teach me something.
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all...
And you always heal them?
Always.
That sounds like it could...
But if I'm supposed to teach you something...
I understand.
All right.
Show me some of the...
You just assume it'll take...
Тренировки. Куда ты делся?
Teach me a few. Tell me how.
Drawing solves it. It'll take.
Только не ложись спать. Подожди.
Teach me a few. You live here.
Hi. It'll take.
Добро. Так. Третьи сутки в пути. Мужчина улыбается тебе. Коренастый мужчина в доспехах.
Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, Scalits.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Scalits, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
Давай.
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who
Какой
refuse
из него
to pay their
шершень, если у
debts,
него
as long as I'm
дубина в
getting
руках?
paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from some. After that,
a mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your So,
what are the rules?
I have two. One or two.
Pretty simple.
Exact. Take a sword.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. We stop when one of us is ready.
All right. Let's do it.
Exactly. What are we fighting?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina.
That's my wager.
Ha! Me! Ha! Jesus, I'm hit!
Ну так вот.
That was a good fight.
Easy.
Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, you wanted to know about stamina. It's a good idea to start by limbering up and stretching your body a bit. This may sound like cheap advice.
I'll bear that in mind.
Удачи тебе, мужик. Ну, хоть кормят бесплатно.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Kraser, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
Take care, friend.
Вот надо поспать.
Careful.
Утро. Покушать.
Good day to you.
Where should I...
Well, go up the... See you soon, my friend.
Я ищу... Кто-то должен дать мне дополнительный квест. Явно не корова.
Greetings.
So how's it going?
Good.
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising...
Aye. Do you want to join?
Come on.
All right.
Here's the money.
Good. Well...
Нихуя.
You'll be walking off. I'll pull your guts out from your throat. You'll be walking arse first. You'll be shitting out your own teeth when I'm...
Oh, say, Henry. You battered me pretty good. Here's your money. Enjoy it.
Morning, lad. I'll be with you. Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel? At the mill? Yeah. The place by the Zherovka Street.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief? Greetings.
Well,
of course. What about one? I don't have. Not so.
I do.
Say you. All right, so you won.
Thanks for the fight.
You're gonna shove your thanks up your. Here, it's.
Кто-то у нас последний был.
Good day to you.
Are you still
sure?
What about another?
Damn. But don't forget.
Here's the
That's more like specs. Take that. Nice. Nice.
You really kicked my ass. You all right?
Here. You're... So, I went...
Это и было дополнительное задание?
See my brother. And talk about the inheritance.
Ладно. Моя лошадка, похоже... Моя лошадка, похоже, спала в доме, раз она из двери буквально вышла.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Quick! What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Quasel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Оружие. Селитра для взрывов.
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
What did your parents say when you returned from your studies?
My mother had already passed away. All my father said was, "I knew you'd be back." And he sent me to haul sacks of flour. I think in the end he was glad to have someone to take over the mill from him. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Berthold never finished his book because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Berthold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Before we get... This book...
And a...
Do you...
We did not even...
What is it you're gonna...
During wartime, like it is now, if we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could...
All of us here are true...
What is it?
I was supposed to...
God has...
I was supposed...
Yeah, I've...
How did it...
Prague learning to...
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then.
Indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Грандиозные приготовления перед грандиозным открытием. Ухо. Подальше отошли.
Looks like it ain't working.
Я еще когда в первый раз в это убежище ехал, помните, взрыв был.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
Я тогда сказал, они что там взрывчатку делают.
I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
Crazel?
Я такой
Black
контуженный.
powder.
Imagine.
That dog...
And now, hey,
I didn't exactly...
but you said wet.
The moment you started dealing...
I told anyway.
Sourdough.
Well, but as you've take... See you soon, my friend.
We've been through a...
Have you? I know. That's a fine.
You really...
Not I studied, but they work... Nah, so for the... I'll do it. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired.
Uh-huh.
That's up to you, Henry. Samin has no hold over you. And never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you.
That sounds somehow hopeful. Now I'm even happier.
The ideal conclusion, maybe it's time to carry sacks. But if you're still interested in learning...
I know where to...
Indeed. Take care.
Забавно.
What's new?
Nothing much, lad.
That's all. What's new?
Nothing much. See you soon, my...
Ну и... Да, вполне неплохо. До 17 поднялся, очко не получил опять. Серьезно, раньше мощнее твои атаки. Эффект действует, если твое здоровье 75 или меньше. Я пластичный доспех, твое влияние повысится с 1 до 4.
I'll kill you. Afraid to get your ass kicked, are you?
А ебать. Фига у меня пиздохал. Гребаный 0 стамина. Чуть меня под монастырь не подвело. Ой, я не буду грабить. Надо это помыться и спать.
What do you need?
I'd like to use...
Certainly.
I've heard the girl...
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
Great.
Let's talk about...
Certainly.
Do you accept?
Now that's... All right. You don't see stamina like that every day. See you next time. Warrior. Christ! Pardon me. Praise be Jesus Christ. That's red. What'll it be?
I'd like to use...
And what...
I need a hot...
All right.
Let's talk about...
Certainly.
Is this...
Look, offer a... All right. Well, God bless you. Sir. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Помылись.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at you. I'd like to do some.
How's this?
Well, I'm glad you found what you needed, son.
Добро. Что ж, на этом мы и закончим. Завтра аниме.